Hi Reed, hi Finn, hi Katie. Time for another story. Let's see what we've got. Show and tell. Well, that's good. Look, he's got curtain rod and snake, bagpipes. It's gonna be good. Finn wanted to take something really neat to school for show and tell, so he decided to take his new baby sister, Katie. He went upstairs and picked her up and put her in his knapsack and walked off to school. Can you believe that he did that, Reed? But when Finn sat down, Katie finally woke up. She was not happy inside the knapsack and she started to cry. The teacher looked at him and said, "Finn, stop making that noise." Finn said, "That's not me, that's Katie. She's in my knapsack. I brought her for show and tell." "Yikes," said the teacher. "You can't keep Katie in a knapsack." She grabbed Finn's knapsack and opened it. Katie looked up at the teacher and said, "Don't worry," said the teacher. "I know how to take care of babies." She picked her up and rocked it back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Unfortunately, the teacher was not Katie's mom, and she didn't rock quite right. Katie cried even louder. The principal came running in. He looked at the teacher and said, "Stop making that noise." The teacher said, "It's not me, it's Katie, Finn's new baby sister. He brought her for show and tell. She won't shut up." The principal said, "No, don't worry, I know how to make kids be quiet." That sounds like your principal, Reed. He picked up Katie and yelled, "Hey, you be quiet." Katie did not like that at all. She screamed really loud. The principal said, "What's the matter with this baby? It must be sick. I'll call the doctor." The doctor came with a big black bag. She looked in the baby's eyes, and she looked in the baby's ears, and she looked in the baby's mouth. She said,
Don't worry, I know what to do. This baby needs a needle."
So the doctor opened her bag and got out a short needle and said,
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got out a longer needle, and she said,
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got out a really long needle and said,
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got out an enormous needle, and she said,
Nah, just right.
When Katie saw the enormous needle, she yelled as loud as she could. Reed, do you think she's afraid of needles? Finn said, "What's the matter with this school? Nobody knows what to do with a baby." He ran down to the principal's office and called up Robin on the phone. He said, "Help! You have to come to school right away." Robin said, "Finn, your baby sister is lost. I can't come to school. I have to find her." "She's not lost," said Finn. "I took her to school in my knapsack." "Oh," said Robin. She ran down the street and into the school. The principal and the teacher and the doctor were standing around the baby, and Katie was yelling as loud as possible. Robin picked up Katie and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Katie said, and went to sleep. "Oh, thank you, said the principal. That baby was making so much noise, it was just making me feel sick."
Sick?
Said the doctor.
Sick? Did that man say he was sick? He must need a needle.
So the doctor opened her bag and got out a short needle, and she said, "You guessed it."
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got out a longer needle and said,
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got a really long needle and said,
Nah, too small.
The doctor reached into her bag and got out an enormous needle.
Just right.
The principal looked at the enormous needle and he said, "Wah!" And he ran out the door. "Now," said Robin, "it's time to take Katie home." "Right," said Finn. "You can use my knapsack." "What a good idea," said Robin. Oh, and look who's in the knapsack. Finn and Robin put Katie to bed. She went to sleep and didn't cry, not even once. Bye, guys.